Hi, hello, good morning, and welcome to this week's serving of Mickey Waffles, a Disney podcast where we cover everything from parks, movies, and merchandise. My name is Sinead.
My name's Kate. Hi, how's it going?
I'm pretty good, Kate. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
We're having our spoopy episode this week, and I'm delighted.
I'm really enjoying the theme. There's a cool theme going on, like, where we are.
Just to put it into context, Kate arrived at my house this evening, and I had a pair of Halloween ears and a skeleton jumper laid out for her.
I was like, put on now.
There you go. We have our Jack Skellington tumblers. There's a pumpkin lit up in the not a real pumpkin, obviously, but there's a pumpkin lit up in the corner. The Sanderson sisters are watching us. It's a great time.
I think the fact that we have the theming of like stuff around me is making me more excited.
I'm glad to hear.
Just in general,
because I'm so pumped.
You just wait till we do Christmas.
Yeah. In fairness, there's usually a Christmas tree in here, so
that's gonna be so cute.
Mm-hmm. So how's your week been, Kate?
Pretty good. Well, I'm tired, but otherwise I'm pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
I saw Spider-Man for the second time.
Oh, very good.
Yesterday, because it was in Kids Club.
Yes.
You know me in Kids Club.
Yeah.
Best friends. Did I enjoy it? The movie was good, but the people around me weren't.
Oh, no.
There was two kids, I'd say they were between the ages of 12 and 14.
Okay.
And they talked.
Oh, okay.
From the get-go. So I was cinema by myself, which is fine, whatever. But I was reading my book before the movie started.
Yeah.
The lights were still fully on, and they sat down and whatever. And then I heard them going, oh, that girl's reading a book at the cinema. And I was like, I'm obviously not going to read the book while the movie's on, you child. But they were like at that age where they were like,
how lame.
Yeah, pretty much.
So was it just you and these two kids?
No, it was me, those two kids, a family with two kids who, I don't know how many times they slurped on the end of their drink.
Oh.
But it was like, waiting
for the ice to melt?
Yeah, just continuously for about 10 minutes.
Oh, God.
And they kept like getting up and sitting down and getting up and sitting down and getting up and sitting. I understand the Kids Club is Kids Club prices, but I still believe the Kids Club requires
some cinema etiquette.
Yeah, I think it requires the same cinema etiquette as any other showing.
True, unless it's like a baby, like a really young kid.
They do Real Parents in Dundrum, spelled R-E-E-L, which is like a completely like baby friendly. Like you can bring your baby any age. And that's like a completely like you've just had a newborn but still want to go to cinema.
Okay, cool.
I think the sound isn't as loud. I think they keep the lights on. Same as like when they do their autism friendly screenings.
Cute.
So yeah, so I like fair enough. That's that.
Yeah,
but like Kids Club is just a cheaper price.
True.
I almost turned around. I kept looking at them, but they were a step up and behind me that I couldn't shout at them because they were too far away. Because then I'd disrupt people more. But if I'd have been sat behind them, by God, you two have to be quiet. You have to stop talking. I think one of them had seen it and the other one hadn't. Okay. So one guy was like, this is the best bit. He was like, you gotta watch. I was like, of course you gotta watch. What else is he gonna look at? And then the guy next to him was like, oh, is this his lab? Oh, are we in the lab now? Oh, is this what's happening? I was like, shut up.
Oh dear.
But other than that, it's still a good movie. I think the guy behind me thought I was mad because I left before the credits had finished. So I saw the first end of credit scene. But I obviously didn't stay till the very end because I had to go to work. Yeah. And I think the dad behind me was just like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I've already seen this movie.
I know.
But other than that, yeah, I already did anything other thing Disney.
Yes, we did, Kate. On Saturday, we did our Disneyland Paris planning. Yay! We rounded up all our friends.
Yeah.
They were going to Disneyland Paris with.
We corralled them.
We did. We shoved them in a pub. And we were like, listen, lads. Let's just get down to this.
Let's get down to business.
I made notes. I brought a Maleficent notepad. And yeah, it went remarkably well. Everyone's pretty chill.
It did, yeah. I was very surprised.
Yeah. So everyone's pretty much, we want to go on everything. We want to do everything. Everyone downloaded the app and started making favourites. Yeah. Which was very cute.
And then we had to tell them all the rides that were closed.
Yeah. Peter Pan is closed when we're there, which Breffney was very...
I'm kind of sad.
I do love Peter Pan.
It's very special.
I think it's open when we go for Halloween, though.
That's okay.
I think. I could be wrong, but I think it is. But yeah, we're going to do a full trip planning episode closer to when we go. But we've had the general chat with everybody, which went pretty well.
Pretty well, yeah. Happy days. They're all excited.
Yeah. We have umpteen sets of ears on the way to us.
So let's not. Let's not discuss the ear situation.
Yeah. Well, we'll be putting out a video. We're going to somehow...
I'm sorry, a video?
A video?
With your eyeballs?
A video with your eyeballs. So we're going to try our best, which is going to be an absolute struggle for me because I have no chill. We're going to try not open the boxes of ears. So our Ears Ever After ears are on the way. Mm-hmm. And our Ear All About It ears are both on the way. So we'll do a video and show them.
Ears, 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 ears.
We also got a very exciting email about a Disney book.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we should hopefully be able to give you some more information about that coming soon because we have very minimal information now. But yeah, exciting.
I suppose with that,
we should probably get on with the news.
So, starting off with the news.
Yes.
Got some DLP news.
Ooh, loads of DLP news.
Who are you? Look, DLP, right? Do you think you're all a hot shot now? So, starting off with Walt Disney Studios.
Yeah.
They've started testing brand new beep beep gates.
And they look really nice.
They look futuristic.
Do you know what I'm most excited about?
What?
Not having to like squeeze myself through the little turnstiles.
Oh yeah, because they're built for like children.
Honestly,
like that you said, like
they're built for not a single adult.
No, they're definitely
you never see an adult walk through them. Everyone shimmies sideways through them.
So yeah, really exciting time. EG92 posted a video of a little
5 minutes in
of a little child walking through it. That's what the video is. It's a child scanning her ticket and going doot doot doot. So yeah, they look. I mean, I don't understand what the need is to test them. Like, sure, your turnstiles just work or they don't work.
I think because I think they've closed off half of the original turnstiles and half of them are now this. So I'd say they probably just didn't want to. I'd say what they mean by testing is that they're going to make sure that these work properly and then they'll change them all over to it.
Fair, no props. So yeah, that's pretty much it. They're there. They're working. They're letting people into the park.
And what was the thing that people were most concerned about?
What noise the turnstile made when you scanned your ticket.
And it still does a which is all it can be described as. Everyone maintains that it says welcome. I think it always sounds more like thank you. It does say
welcome because the little screen says welcome.
Must admit, it sounds more like saying thank you.
It gets you every time.
Do you know what I mean? Like it sounds like it's saying thank you.
But it's not. It's going welcome.
But either way.
So yeah, they're the turnstiles. That's all the information I have.
We've previously mentioned about the Phantom Manor pin event, which is coming on Friday the 13th of September.
Ooh.
They finally released the pins, and I had been a little bit heartbroken that I wasn't going. Now I don't feel so bad.
No, because pins aren't amazing.
The pins, honestly, one, make no sense bar one, and are just a bit lackluster. So I'll go through them. So there's a set of 7 pins.
It's not Sinead pin time. Sinead pin time? Yeah. It's Kate's pin time.
No. That one's Phantom Manor. So there's a series of 7 pins which are characters in a Doom buggy. It has a big old Phantom Manor logo on the front, and then Melanie is spooking them in various capacities. So we have one with Corella, we have one with Stitch, one with Rapunzel on her frying pan, one with Chip and Dale, one with Captain Hook, one with Jafar, and then Elsa. None of these characters make any sense.
No, not in the slightest.
Why
are they all in Doom buggies? And none of them look like they're actually in the Doom buggies.
No.
They look like they've just been placed there.
It makes no sense. So all of those pins are $17.99. Then we have a set of 4 little round ones, which have it's a take on the regular pin trading logo. So, but they're all wearing top hats. So we have one with Tigger, one with Goofy, one with the Genie, and one with Dr. Facilier. And again, no sense. None of this makes any sense. I don't understand them. Those are $15.99, and then the only thing that does make sense and that I would actually quite like is there is a set of pins that has Mickey and Pluto in a Doom buggy, and they're going past the singing busts.
That one makes sense.
So that's a set of pins, and that is €40, $39.99. That is the only one of these that I want. And let me tell you, any Phantom Manor pin I've ever seen, I've always bought, but none of these make any sense, and I don't like any of them.
I don't understand why they've just put random characters in a dune buggy.
Like, why is Elsa in a dune buggy fighting Melanie? Why is that a thing?
Yeah, but they're all like fighting her.
Yeah.
Like, Rapunzel's got her frying pan as if to hit her.
Yeah.
And then Stitch is like growling at her. Chip and Dale are throwing nuts at her.
Like,
I just don't get it. Also, would Cruella be scared by a ghost?
That's the thing. Like,
Would Captain Hook and Jafar be scared by a ghost?
like, half of them are villains, and they're not just like, whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, the Phantom Manor event, I think it's sold out by now. I think it sold out the day that the pins were released, which is mind-boggling to me. But
because people saw the pins and were like, oh man, gotta be there now.
yeah. So yeah, if you're going, have a good time.
Sinead doesn't want any pins.
No.
Moving on to the third piece of news. Last week we talked about the reopening of Dumbo.
Yes.
And you sent me pictures, which now I can't find, which I'm kind of sad about because I wanted to describe the colours.
I sent you a video.
Oh, you sent me a video. That's why I
did.
can't find it. Never mind, I'll figure it out then. Dumbo, with its new upgrade, has received lights for the nighttime.
They're so pretty.
I'm so excited. We will definitely 100% be getting a boomerang of me with the lights at nighttime and Dumbo.
Oh yeah, just you.
Just me. Nobody else on this podcast.
So rude. Well, honestly, I've seen pictures that people have posted of standing at a certain angle behind Dumbo at night with the lights and the castle, and it's just
It's gonna be me. That's gonna be me in a few months' time.
it's just so pretty. Like I can't even stand it. It's
I'm so
adorable.
excited to ride an elephant that works.
I'm excited to do it at night. Like, I would have never considered going back into Fantasyland in the nighttime
Yeah, no.
to ride Dumbo. That's not a thing that ever would have crossed my mind.
No.
But now I'm like, this is a must. I have to do this.
Yes, that's everything from Dumbo. It's just a cute little boop boop with the lights.
So as mentioned previously, going back to Phantom Manor.
Previously on Mickey Waffles Pod.
So the Phantom Manor book that was released a few weeks ago, it had sold out, but ED92, again, have sent out a glorious tweet which made me so happy, is that the resort shops at the end of September will be restocking it.
Yay!
Which I'm so pleased about, because it means, when do we go, Kate?
When do we go?
When do we go?
We go on the 30th of September.
Which is the end of September.
Hey!
And I'm hoping that they'll have factored in printing enough that people will, like, people are obviously going to want it while they're there for Halloween. So
yes.
my mission on the first day is to go to the Nemessa Mercantile and get me one of these, because it's all I want. It's only 20 quid. It's beautiful.
All I want.
So yeah,
It's all I need.
I'm terribly excited.
Is that a song?
Don't think so.
Oh, okay. But yeah, we're super excited for this book that Sinead's going to buy.
It's going to be great.
More DLP news.
Woohoo!
So previously, we discussed the new app that was going to be brought to DLP.
Yeah.
That had a whole rejuvenation. Turns out, not much is being rejuvenated, let's be honest. So, push notifications will soon enhance guest visits with reminders and tips in and out of the parks. Okay, I don't think that's really needed. Currently, the opportunity is... Oh, sorry, this is all ED92, by the way.
I wonder if what they mean by the notifications and stuff. So on the Magipark app, if, say for instance, if Thunder Mountain is down, you can request for it to notify you when it's back up.
That'd be
or
good.
you can request it. So say if it's like a 60-minute wait and you're like, I don't want to wait 60 minutes, but I would wait half an hour. You can set a reminder for it to let you know if it goes down to 30 minutes, so that you can be like, boom, need to go over Thunder Mountain.
So they've just taken everything from Magipark and put it in their own app.
I mean, why not?
Currently, the app team is working on in-app ticket purchases without having to go to the website and display to scan directly off the phone. The design is not final yet.
No.
There will also soon be more AP info available, and later, digital APs.
That'll be handy.
So you don't have to remember your card all the time?
Well, I mean, I'd obviously still bring it with me, but even just for the fact of every time you want to buy something, not having to take your AP out of your little lanyardy thing, that would be handy.
That's fair. And then also, we also learned that the team responsible for the new app is on 100% French.
That's cool.
But it is not a version of the US or Asia Parks app.
I wonder if that is because there is Wi-Fi in Disney World and there is Wi-Fi in Disneyland. I can't speak for the other parks, I've not been in them. But you do get Wi-Fi in both of the other two parks.
Yes.
I wonder if it's because Disneyland Paris doesn't have sufficient Wi-Fi, and French, when you're over in France, the charges on your phone for internet and stuff can be extortionate.
Well, the replying tweet from that is, the reason for not porting the other parks app over is, they say, because Disney Paris IT systems are not compatible. But also, I fully believe that, because I think I'm quoting E20 just from memory here, but they call the IT systems in Disneyland Paris archaic.
I mean, their card systems are archaic.
They are just awful. Their whole IT system must be bad then, if they can't even slap an app that is fully done and just it's fully coded, completely ready to work, but just can't change what things are called. And the only other thing about the app that I think is of note is that digital fast passes won't be added anytime soon, as there is a lot of work to do on the back end.
Just give us Max Pass.
Like, Disneyland California still has paper tickets.
Yeah, they do both.
Yeah, so why can't we just do both?
I don't know.
It's absolutely ridiculous. The extra fast pass system in Disneyland Paris, where you pay like €130 to get unlimited fast pass. It's so stupid. And they released it, I don't know, last year or the year. It must have been last year. I don't even think it's that old. No. And they were like, wow, look at this new amazing fast pass thing we have. And you're like, you're ridiculous. Like, go away.
Give us Max Pass.
Just like, if you charge people exactly what they do in Disneyland in California, people would pay that. Because that makes sense.
I would quite happily pay, because I think it's $15. I would quite happily pay, on top of the money that I already pay for my Infinity Annual Pass, I will happily pay €15 a day to be able to get fast pass on my phone. Quite happily.
Because it just makes everything so much easier.
Because there is nothing worse than when you're like, like if you're in studios and you're like, I wonder if I can get a fast pass for Big Thunder, and you have to walk to Big Thunder to find out that there's no fast passes left.
Yeah, because it's closed for the day. Or that it's actually not that busy and so fast passes to see. But that's the other thing with Disneyland Paris, is they don't always open fast pass. So like, if some of the rides, if it's like quite a slow day, they just never open the fast pass machines.
But even then, if people still wanted to pay for, or even if it was going to be like that, if they think it's a slow day, or if it's showing on their calendar as a slow day, because you can't pre-buy Max Pass in California. You can only buy Max Pass once you've scanned your ticket into the park.
So maybe they're just like,
maybe
Max
just
Pass
not
is
available
today.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Like, there are really simple workarounds to it. Like, just let me give me your money.
I just don't
let me give you more money.
Like, I'd say in the far future, they're gonna have it.
I'd hope so.
But it's obviously a very slow road for Disneyland Paris. But they're getting there.
They are. I always find it quite funny whenever stuff like that gets posted about apps or the technology or anything like that. There's always a certain number of people that are like, when are we going to get magic bands? Paris is never getting magic bands.
Never. They don't need them. In all fairness, they don't need them.
No, but yeah, Disneyland Paris does not have the capacity or volume of people to warrant the likes of a magic band. It's just not necessary. And at the end of the day, I think something that a lot of people need to, I suppose, realise is that Disneyland Paris is so much more similar to Disneyland Resort than it ever will be to Disney World. And it's mainly since I've been watching Mr. Cheesy Pop's vlogs in Disneyland Paris, where he's like, oh, this is really similar to Disneyland, or oh, this is so much better. Like, when you think about it, their Space Mountains are very similar, Pirates is very similar, Small World is very similar, even just the general kind of layout of the park is very similar to the way it is in Disneyland Resort, whereas Disney World is just its own beast.
Well, you do have to remember, like, Disneyland in Paris, it's still a land, it's definitely not a world.
No.
So, but they'll also, like, they don't have anywhere near as many hotels.
No.
Their payment structure will never be able to handle it. Like, they still don't have contactless in Disneyland.
You can use it, you can use it once but I think that's like more
once. Is that French?
That's more so French regulations.
But even still, like, that's just something that they'll never be able to.
And you can only use it up to a value of €20.
It's useless. Yeah. So, like, do you know what I mean? But like, even if that is French regulation, it's still not something they'll ever be able to.
No, absolutely not.
So no, I don't think they're ever going to have magic bands here because they don't need them.
No, but Max
Pass, however, definitely.
Please and thank you.
We'll take in a heartbeat.
One good thing for Disneyland Paris that did come out last week, it actually came out while we were recording last week, so hence why we're a little bit late talking about it.
It just happens sometimes, you know what?
So Disney have just released their third quarter takings. Just as a bit of background, for anyone that doesn't know, Disney's, the way they split up their quarters is that Q1 for them starts in October, so their first quarter has Halloween and Christmas in it, so they kind of...
They start the year off well.
I always understood it. They were structured so that the bulk of what they were going to make over the 3 major holidays, especially in the States for Halloween, Thanksgiving and Christmas, they get that out of the way first.
Yeah, so then they could see what they needed to do for the rest of the year.
They can evaluate what is needed. But for the first time...
In forever?
Ever. Not even forever. The first time ever.
Yeah.
Disneyland in California, Disney World in Florida were both down, but DLP was up.
Amazing.
So exactly what they've said is operating income growth for the quarter was due to increases on our consumer products, businesses, and Disneyland Paris, partially offset by the decrease in our domestic parks and resorts. So even given all the lightsabers.
Yeah. Remember
lightsabers.
When we figured that out.
Even with all of those lightsabers, it couldn't save the domestic parks. The domestic parks were down, but DLP was up. Now, that's insane.
Think about that, lads. They opened a brand new Star Wars land in Disneyland. I obviously know that World hasn't opened yet, but still. And DLP is still up, and they're still down.
Yeah.
Like, that really just goes to show how much work they're putting into DLP and how much people are buying back into Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
Because for a really long time, it made no money. It was going down the drain. It was a really bad time. But in the last few years, and especially since Disney have taken majority ownership, man, it's just skyrocketing.
They've invested so much more money into the shows, the seasons, the parades, all that kind of stuff that's really bringing people in.
Yeah.
That, like, even for instance, like last year's Halloween was amazing. However, the sheer volume of people that seem to be going to Disneyland Paris to experience Halloween this year is, like, insane.
Yeah, it's mental.
So, go DLP. And fair play to all the cast members, because that is no easy feat.
To be up when everyone else was down.
Exactly.
I know. That's really great.
Good job, guys.
Very good job. Speaking of merchandise.
Oh, yeah.
You know me and my merch. So, last week we spread the joyful news that the Surprise Mickey Show is coming back to Disneyland Paris this year.
Woohoo!
I just love that song so much. And because of this, Disneyland Paris can luckily rehash all of their Mouse Party merch that they couldn't sell at sale price. So...
yeah, because it seems, from what I've gathered from Media Notes 2 online at least, there's like legal sale periods in France.
There's legal sale periods in Ireland. It's like something has to be at a certain price.
No, but like there's dates. So like officially, legally in France, sale starts on X date and it ends on X date.
It's such a weird country.
Honestly, it's bizarre.
They have the weirdest rules.
They've ran their sale for the last couple weeks. So I'd say they've got to the end of sale, and I mean they were flogging the Mouse Party stuff when we were there in April.
And like 60 and 70% off.
And they clearly still have a lot of it left because they've started doing these bundles.
So we've got some offer exclusives. So at World of Disney for $29.99 with an original value of $54.97, get that tax in.
Jesus.
You can get a throw, so like a blanket, a mug.
Wow.
Sorry. So throw, a mug. You can get the Mouse Party ears.
Fab.
With a little Mickey Mouse beanie on it. And a tote bag, which is like a big shopper.
Beautiful.
For $29.99.
In fairness, that's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's also like... I was off. Like, the stuff was at 70% off. Like, they clearly just can't get rid of it. Also, I don't really like the headbands.
No, me neither.
The ears, they're weird.
Me neither.
They're very cheap.
They're those really thin ears.
Yeah, like they're not made to the same quality as their other ears are.
Which, I mean, I can kind of understand it because obviously they have to factor in the cost of putting a beanie on the ears. But
still.
I don't like them.
And then also their POP, which is purchase with purchase. For every 20, if you spend €20, you can get a beanie for $5.99 or the plush, not the plush, sorry, I've read that backwards. You can get the fleece for $5.99 or the Mickey plush for $5.99. I actually think it might just be a medium. No, it must be a small plush, small character plush. So not a beanie, but not a medium-sized plush.
Like a flounder-sized plush.
That's the one. Offer available in this shop until end of stocks, which I think is World of Disney. And there was something else. Offer cannot be combined with any other discounts. All discounts deducted. So yeah, that's it. If you spend €20, you can get one of those for $5.99. And they're originally $19.99 each.
In fairness, if you were going over and you were like had to bring presents back for people, like
yeah, that's actually not that bad.
like...
Also, we love a good Disney blanket.
I actually don't think I own a single Disney blanket.
I bought a red one.
I had a Halloween blanket.
I was talked into a POP of the red one once because he was just so lovely. The man was just... He was really selling it, and I was like... This is when I still worked in the store, and I knew. I was like, sure, give me the blanket. And he was like, really? I was like, give me the blanket.
No, I don't have. In fairness, I'm naturally quite a warm person, so I'm not a real blanket person. I have my spoopy blanket, and that'll do me fine.
Oh, I love blankets. But anyway, yeah, so some delightful rehash of merch. But in all fairness, it's also pretty good. Like, if you didn't see Surprise Mickey last year and you're going to go see it this year,
happy days.
Then maybe you do want to grab some merch. Yeah. And I've seen people who do like those ears. So, I mean...
And people are forever wrapping themselves up in blankets for the fireworks.
But yeah, that's it for the rehash merch.
Yeah. And moving on, we've had some updates for rides and some refurbishments.
Woo! That was me going on a ride.
From the 2nd of September, Indiana Jones is going to be closing for what ED92 have said, an extensive refurb. And chances are it's not going to be reopened before the end of the year. So probably it's going to be about April time.
Oh.
Let's just call a spade here, lads. We're also going to get Autopia back. That's reopening on September 21st, so we'll be able to go on that when we're there. Brettany is very keen to go on it, and I'm like, sure, I've never done it. May as well go on the refurb one.
Brettany is the only one of all 6 of us that can drive a real car.
Yeah.
I mean, I can drive a car, I just don't have a license to drive it, but I can drive a car. But, like, he's the only one who has a full license.
And one of the points that he made on Saturday was that I don't have to drive for 4 days. What does he want to go on? Cars. So, and then, speaking of cars... The Cars ride is going to be reopening on October 12th.
And what are we hoping for?
That they fix the bloody seatbelts.
That they're suitable for human sitting.
Honestly.
And not a 6-year-old child.
So...
Because that's a really fun ride. It
is.
But it's really degrading when you're like, I'm sorry, this child for a 4-year-old doesn't fit across my lap.
This child for a 4-year-old.
This seatbelt for a 4-year-old doesn't sit across my lap. And they're like, yeah, here.
Yeah.
Here's the extender.
It's...
And now it's bad when they carry them around with them and just hand them to adults like as they get on the ride. And they're like, yeah, you're going to need this.
Yeah. If you were anything other than quite a short, twiggy person, then you ain't going to fit on that ride.
No. But so, like, and they're fully aware of it as well. And you're like, oh, wait, whatever.
Hopefully that'll fix it.
Now moving over stateside.
Yes.
Some delightful news, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
The Jonas Brothers, who, yes, they're back, in case you didn't know, and Nina West,
yes,
were in Batu this week.
They were.
And I kind of want to print the picture of the Jonas Brothers from the Millennium Falcon and put it on the wall. Because I love it so much.
I never got the Jonas Brothers.
You wouldn't have been the right time, I don't think.
I was definitely too old.
Yeah. Which is fine, because I love them. And I'm going to go see them in January. And I'm buzzing. Because their Happiness Begins tour started very recently.
Of course, that's what it's called.
Happiness Begins?
Of course, that's what it's called.
And Nina West, too, is your person.
Love Nina West. God bless her. She finished her DXP show. She got on a plane to Orlando because she was doing a gig in Orlando, and the first thing she did was go to Hollywood Studios. And she went in for the previews of Galaxy's Edge, and I'm just like, honestly, I feel like me and Nina West should just be soulmates. Because same.
Disney, yes.
I would do the same thing. She's like, I'm jet lagged and I'm dead from Europe, but hey, Star Wars. I'm like, good woman.
So yeah, that's the most like, I feel like TMZ or like expose. I'm like, ooh, Jonas Brothers sighted in Batu.
Expose.
Not expose. Is it expose?
Yeah.
Yeah? There you go. Or TMZ. And they're like, hey, JB, what's the lightsabers like? Hey, JB, did you try the blue milk?
What are you wearing?
And then also, one other Jonas Brothers news related to Disney.
Okay.
Kevin was then in the shop with his daughter, and he bought her a bunch of stuff, and it was so cute, and she was just loving life.
Okay. I didn't know there was one called Kevin, but okay.
Kevin's the one that everyone forgets because he doesn't actually sing, he just plays the guitar. He's the oldest one.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, and he's a little daughter. And it was real cute. They were going around the shop buying things. And she was loving it.
Well, if I was being brought around a Disney shop and being bought things, I'd also love it.
Yeah, fair. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have.
One of, I think, arguably the most exciting things that happened last week in Disney history was the Haunted Mansion in the Disneyland Resort turned 50.
Loads of things happened in 1969.
Honestly.
So many things. Haunted Mansion. Apollo 11. Penny's opened.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, Penny's is celebrating 50 years as well this year.
For anyone that's from the UK, we mean Primark. but it's called Pennies.
It's called Pennies?
It's called Pennies.
The first ever Pennies was opened on Mary Street in Dublin City Centre.
Oh, there you go.
You know.
Fun fact. But yeah, Haunted Mansion turned 50, and honestly, Disneyland Resort did every and anything for it.
Hit it out of the park.
So they had a special event for it. It was a ticketed event. The tickets were $300.
Absolutely not.
$300.
Would you have paid $300 if you were there?
If I lived near it and I had $300?
No, if you were on holidays there, would you have paid it?
Yeah. For something like that, yeah.
Fantastic.
100%. Because I think you got, from what I could tell, I think you got a goodie bag of some description. I think you at least got a pin.
We love a pin.
You got voucher. I think you got
either
4 or 6. You know those cards? I think Tim always gets them when he goes and does the tasting cards where you snap off and hand it in.
Yeah.
I think you got either 4 or 6 of them on a lanyard, and there was just so much stuff happening. Madame Leota came out and did a seance.
Oh.
The Cadaver Dans were out.
I love the Cadaver Dans.
There were just general spooky singery people that were to do with the mansion, seemingly. Within the ride, you know when you're going past, and because it's the same in Phantom Manor, you know when you're going past in your dune buggy and there's that long hallway and there's the armoured guard thing just standing?
Yes.
That was a real person.
Ooh, in the ride?
In the ride. That was a real person.
They would have lost me. I don't do jump scares.
He was a real person.
And was he jump scaring people?
No, he wasn't. But he'd move, but he wasn't scaring you. He wasn't jumping out at you.
Because I would have been like, heck no, give me my money back. I'm currently crying.
They'd put so you know this scene where it's the wake and there's the wreath and there's someone playing piano.
Yeah,
it was the 50th Haunted Mansion one, which was adorable.
Oh, that's cute.
They put a 50th birthday cake into the ballroom scene.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I think I saw that.
The bit where you go past the hitchhiking ghosts, Gus was real and would start moving. Wow. So they took the animatronic out and they had a real person in there for the night, which I was just losing my goddamn mind.
That's crazy.
The bride was out and about meeting people. You could meet the hitchhiking ghosts. They were out and about meeting people and were so lovely, because I watched, I think it's Life Disney and Beyond, I think is the YouTube channel that I was watching.
Okay.
And then the food. The highlight of the food, personally, is you can get a slice of the bride's wedding cake, and it is just this gorgeously decorated 4 or 5 tier white wedding cake that they've splattered blood over. And
amazing.
It looks amazing.
Was that expensive? Did you get a price?
I don't know.
Oh.
I think it was in around $5-6, but it's a hefty piece of cake.
Oh, that's cool.
The merchandise was all amazing. In Florida, all the characters had Haunted Mansion outfits on. Chip and Dale in their little Haunted Mansion outfits was so freaking adorable.
It was I'm not a Haunted Mansion gal, but man, were they cute.
I saw Goofy in a little outfit as well. I think Mickey and Minnie were too. In DLP, to celebrate it, they had a group of cast members who were all sending their congratulations over to their counterparts in Disneyland Resort, and then they had this really awkward video.
Oh, it was a strange video. I actually I felt uncomfortable watching it.
I loved the concept of it. It just didn't quite work.
No, I like the idea, but it's they got the least talented singers from every park to do it.
Yeah. So what it was, they went to all the various parks that have either Haunted Mansion, Phantom Manor, Mystic Manor, the equivalent in each of the various parks, and they got the cast members that work in each of them, and they spoke through and sang some of Grim Running Ghosts. Some of the cast were really into it and playing up to that character that a Haunted Mansion cast member should be.
Yeah.
Of that kind of deadpan, kind of spooky, really monotone kind of. But other people were just why have I been asked to do this? And some people, you could tell, were honestly just scared for their lives. They were just so embarrassed that they were going to be in this video, and I'm like, why did you do this then?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Do you know who I kind of wish they'd gone in, because some of the Disneyland Paris cast members were not great. I wish they got Manuel.
Oh, Manuel would have been there for it.
Manuel, he would have loved it.
Yeah, no, that would have been great.
But either way, Haunted Mansion is my favourite ride. It's always my favourite ride. Haunted Mansion, Phantom Manor, I'm sure I'm going to love Mystic Manor as well. It's my favourite. And next year, I'm actually going to get to go on the original Haunted Mansion, and I'm very excited.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Other merch news.
Yes.
I love me some merch.
There's been so much merch.
So it was announced that a new Galaxy's Edge cookbook is going to be released. 100% buying it.
I'm really intrigued as to what. Is it just going to be
the food that's in Galaxy's Edge?
I don't think there's that much food.
Well, there's all the stuff in Ronto Roasters.
Yeah, but there's only like one or two things in Ronto Roasters.
And there's the milk. And there's the popcorn.
I wonder if they give you all the cocktail recipes. That'd be cool.
Ooh, possible. But see, some of the stuff you definitely couldn't recreate at home, because some of the stuff is like some of that jellified petri dish stuff.
I mean, you could probably make it.
Do you think?
Gelatine.
Oh, true. In my head, it's complicated to make because it's in a petri dish.
Well, it's just jelly cake.
So yeah, I don't know. Or it might have more like Star Wars back to inspired meals, which I'm also pretty G with.
I'm intrigued. I feel like, I don't know about you, but I feel like the opening for Galaxy's Edge in Disney World has been really weird.
What do you mean?
Because I get that it's not officially open.
Well, it's not, I was supposed to say, it's not officially open yet.
And it's not going to be opened until the weekend of D23.
Uh-huh.
However, like, so many people have been in there, and I feel like it's just kind of,
Yeah, like, they're probably not going to have a massive opening because so many people have already been in, because they've had cast member previews and annual pass holder previews.
Yes.
And because you're allowed to take photos and do everything, it's like, it's already kind of opened, I guess.
Yeah, because, like, the days have been in and done videos and stuff, but, like, honestly, I've not watched any of them because I'm kind of like, it's just the same.
It's the same thing. Yeah, like, there's literally nothing special about the Disney World version. I understand that if you didn't get to go to Disneyland, or if you lived in Florida,
and don't get me wrong, if I was there I would be fucking over the moon.
Yeah, and I understand that people are reliving the same excitement to people that got to witness it firsthand in Disneyland.
Yeah.
And I'd say even if we knew everything going in, going to the Wonder World would still be amazingly exciting.
Absolutely.
But as a bystander who isn't going to either in the space of the next 6 months, let's say, I'm like, okay, cool. So people are putting up that, I got a reservation for Savvy's workshop, I got a reservation for the cantina. I'm like, yeah, we've seen it all though.
It's interesting that they're doing the cantina reservations very different, because like you can book the cantina up until February.
Yeah. But see, that's World for you, isn't it?
Yeah, true. They do the pre-booking.
They're like, you're going to pre-book 90 days, and I think
it's 180 days.
Whoa, what?
It's 180 days in Disney World. If you have a on-site reservation,
that's half a year.
It's 100. I was trying to explain this to Breffney the other day because I was talking about planning and stuff like that. Because I asked him, does he like the fact that I plan for a Disney trip so that he doesn't have to, because he's not a planner. And he was like, I like that you know what we're doing, but he likes that it's not kind of like we do this at this time, we do this at this time.
Not regimented.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, fab. But I was like, whenever we eventually get to Disney World, there is going to be a timesheet, because you book your food 180 days in advance and you book your time slot, because if you want to go to any of the good restaurants, like Be Our Guest, the Cantina, anything like that, you have to book it 180 days in advance, otherwise you just don't get in.
Because there's too many people.
And I was like, and then you book your fast pass times 60 days in advance, and he was like, what? So, I mean, that's just Disney World, but yeah, you pick your food 6 months before you go.
That's wow. I do think it's also like a safety aspect, because
Probably.
there's so many people that visit Walt Disney World every single day of the year.
True.
That having people knowing where they're going,
yeah, true.
And being
it can
like,
only make it smoother.
I'm going to be here at this time, and World's like, cool, these 1,000 people are going to be here at this time, and these 1,000 people are going to be here at this time.
True. It'll be interesting to see how it, like, the full opening goes, but at the minute it's just kind of a bit
Yeah.
But here we go.
So yeah, back to cookbook, everybody.
Woo! Something that I genuinely lost my goddamn mind at over the weekend was Disney Parks blog released a sneak peek of Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular, which is hosted by Jack Skellington. And this is what is replacing Hallowishes and Mickey's Not So Scary.
Which we were worried about.
Yeah, because Hallowishes was my hands down absolute favourite fireworks show. So when they were getting rid of it, I was like, oh, because the last couple things, like Happily Ever After is fine. Illuminations is not. So a lot of the replacements have been more just here's just some projections and a couple of little fireworks. Whereas...
Because the fireworks are expensive.
Yeah, and makes total sense. But this,
It looks amazing.
I honestly just can't even fathom it. Like, it gets the day that this gets released will realistically be when all the videos start going up from the first Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party.
Oh yeah, the Dill will be there. The Dill will be there and they'll have everything done.
And Craig's gonna get his great spot and he's gonna shoot fireworks and I'm honestly gonna cry.
I'm so excited to see the entire show.
I'm gonna try and get Breffney to video me watching it for the first time, because he tried to video me watching
the trailer
and I was in pieces. I was like, what? How? What? So I'm very excited.
For anyone who's not seen the trailer,
sorry.
It is Jack Skellington as like this puppet.
Yeah.
But it looks like a really good puppet. And Jack Skellington's about basically like the bottom of the castle.
Mm-hmm.
It is in World, so on the castle stage kind of thing. Yeah. And he's at the bottom and he's chatting away and he's introducing everything. And then they've got all the projections on the castle and they've got all the fireworks. And it just looks amazing. And I'm really excited to see it.
It's so pretty.
Yes.
I'm going to cry. But yeah, I'm so excited.
And then continuing with merch, before Sinead loses it completely, the Halloween merch for the US parks was also released this week.
Honestly, I was only saying this to Kate earlier. I was on Instagram yesterday for us on Monday, and everyone, initially all the influencers were like, hey, we're at the NBA experience, hey, look at this basketball, ooh, yeah, ooh. And then literally it was like one person posted Halloween merch has dropped, and everyone was just like, NBA what? Look at all this.
Yeah, because the NBA experience, to say how unimpactful the NBA experience is, we didn't even put it on our list of news.
It costs $38 to get in, and you have to
it costs $38 to get in.
And I saw this on Twitter. The second you get in the door, you have to sign a waiver to say that Disney's not responsible if you hurt yourself when you're in there.
You mean if you get hit in the head with basketball?
So it's like, oh yay, new magical thing in Disney. Oh, but please sign your life away before you're allowed to do anything. Honestly,
that's
the only interesting thing from that entire launch thing was Mickey and Minnie in their little outfits having a little smooch.
It was cute and they were dancing.
Yeah, that was it.
That was nice.
That was it.
Yeah, I don't even think we need to talk about the NBA experience. No, I don't even want to mention what's inside.
We do need to talk about merch.
Yes, we do, yes. So can anyone say Spirit jersey?
Oh, it's so cute.
So they released a Spirit jersey with a pumpkin and
candy corn letters.
Yeah, there's just so much. Oh. We could list it all, but you know what? We're already quite deep. So one thing to note though. Sure, yeah.
That pumpkin Loungefly bag.
Oh.
I'm just praying that Disneyland Paris get it as well.
I think there's quite a high possibility, because when we were last there, they had Loungefly for Marvel season.
They did.
And they had Marvel Loungefly there.
They did.
So I'm going higher than a 50% chance.
Well, if they do, I'm going to buy it.
Not a surprise. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for the news.
But we have one more thing, Kate.
What's that?
What day is today?
It's today's Tuesday.
You know what that means.
Special Guest Tuesday!
This week, because last week it was just rain, we had rain as our special guest, which was sad. This week we had Thumper and Miss Bunny.
Sinead seems really excited about it. I'm somewhat disheartened.
I'm not excited about it.
Oh, sorry. Your face exuded excitement.
It's better than Pinocchio.
This is fair, yes.
But I did say, so they were in the little trikes, because
their bunny feet ain't that great for hopping down Main Street.
Not the hefty pace.
No.
As we keep mentioning, Guest Star Tuesday is very quick.
Yeah, it's like we got 5 minutes, you gotta do the whole parade route.
I wish it went on a little bit longer so that
you could
characters like this could at least go over
to people.
Yeah, because it's very like, we're on a mission and the mission is directly down Main Street and we will not
differ from that. You know what that means?
Like, it's a really high energy song and it makes sense that it would move quite quickly, but honestly,
yeah, I know,
it's intense.
But yeah, so that was them.
Woohoo! So, as mentioned previously, we're going to be covering off Disneyland Paris at Halloween. Woo! Which is my favourite time for Disneyland Paris.
Who knew?
My favourite time for everywhere, really.
Yeah.
But here we are. So, what we did is we've asked you guys on Instagram what it is that you wanted to know about Disneyland Paris. What should we cover off? So we've made a list of all the questions that people have sent in. Thank you very much if you sent us in a question. We very much appreciate it. And we're gonna, because the questions kind of cover most bases, so anything that we've not hit on at the end we can mention then, but we'll just start with questions and see where we go.
Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm. So the first question was sent in by Gigi.m23.
Yeah.
And Gigi asks us, have cute costumes for me and my boyfriend planned, but will we be the only adults dressed up? Laughy, crying face.
She's also said love the podcast, by the way. Thank you very much.
We love you.
We do. I'm not too sure whether she just means the Halloween party
or Halloween season.
Either way, no.
No, what?
No. Whether you're wearing costumes aren't allowed in the park on a day-to-day basis. However, people are dressed up, and people do, from what I could tell anyways at Halloween last year, people do Disneyland more.
Oh, right.
And people do dress like Halloweeny more.
Okay.
So, if you're just their general day-to-day stuff, yes. At the party, from what I can gather of other videos and stuff that I've seen, nearly everyone dresses up.
Oh, so we have to?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so yes, Gigi, you will not be the only person dressed up.
No.
By a long shot.
And please send us pictures.
Oh, please send us pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love that. Love a cute couple bound. Couple costumes. I'd love it. So yeah, by all means, if you feel like bounding during the day or during normal Halloween season, absolutely go for it.
Yeah.
But at the party, costume 100% all the way.
Yeah.
But just make sure that you're not dressing up in a costume during the Halloween season, because that's not allowed.
And DLP won't let you.
Nope, that'll be a straight up at the door. You will not hear the dreadful welcome.
Anyway. So, next question we have is from destination_.neverland, which is a lovely Wendy, who we both worked with in Disney.
Hi, Wendy.
And she wants to know about characters that are out in DLP. A couple people have asked about characters as well. Someone asked specifically about villains, but we'll cover off a lot of the characters now. So last year, Disneyland Paris had a total of 19 characters out and about for Halloween.
Wow!
19 characters.
That's loads.
Huge amount.
That's a lot. That's a big number. It's almost 20.
I know. So for Extra Magic Time in Disneyland Paris, there were 3 characters that were out. Up in Town Square, as you're supposed to looking at the castle, over to the left by the boarding house where Minnie would normally be, you can meet Pluto. And Pluto had a lovely autumnal collar on, which was adorable.
We love an autumnal collar.
His collar had little leaves on it, and then his, where it would normally be his regular Pluto tag, it was a pumpkin that said Pluto.
Oh, a little pumpkin!
It was so freaking cute.
Little pumpkin.
I was so obsessed. And then to the right of Main Street, over where Goofy generally meets, he's also there again. But he was like Candy Maker Goof. So he had this like real dapper outfit on. Oh. He had a really cool setup of these like candy machines and stuff like that.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, he had an actual full like scene set up. It was great.
I love it when there's a scene.
Yeah.
It makes your pictures stand out so much better than here's a wall.
Yeah. So the 2 of them are up the top of Main Street, but very special. Down the back, over to the down the back, over to the left by Casey's, where you would normally meet Donald, you can meet Devil Donald.
Triple D!
He was the cutest. So there is also another kind of scene set up there. Donald is only there for Extra Magic Time, so if you want to meet Donald, you got to get there early.
FYI, these are all based on last year's Halloween.
Yes.
So
it could be different.
Could have changed.
If it is different, we'll be sure to let you know.
Absolutely, we'll be sure to let you know. But just FYI, BRB.
This is how 2018 was.
Yeah, this is how 2018 was.
Yeah.
Clearly DLP is expanding every day, pretty much, at this rate. So it could be the case that Devil Donald, due to popularity, will be out all day.
Yeah.
Not just for Extra Magic hours, but as of this point in time, this is the information we know.
Yeah, and as and when it's updated, we will 100% let you guys know on our Instagram stories.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
But anyway, we'll be on it.
Devil Donald was there for Extra Magic Time. He was not out there any other part of the day. He was only there for Extra Magic Time. Get there early if you want to meet Devil Donald, because he's adorable. But there was, as I said, there was a whole scene kind of set up. It was a cute little Halloween-y scene. And Stitch was there the rest of the time, and he had like a little Halloween-y shirt on.
I'd still quite like to meet Stitch.
Stitch.
Neither like, because he's not one of my big characters.
Yeah.
So like if I ever see him, I'm like, I could probably spend the time better elsewhere. But as we're slowly going to DLP more,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'd love to go meet Stitch.
Yeah.
Because there's less things I need to like do immediately.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I'd love to meet Stitch.
And Stitch has been confirmed as coming back this year, so I would assume he would be in the same spot that he was last year.
Oh, interesting. Oh, pieces putting together puzzle. Wow.
Other characters that were out, as far as I can remember anyways, I think Goofy and Pluto kind of stayed in those spots for the day. Goofy at least definitely did.
Okay.
And then over in Frontierland, when I was there, Jack was meeting kind of just beside where you load onto the Molly Brown. He had his kind of little hut thing that he usually has. He used to have in DLP all the time. So when I was there, which was the very start of October, that's where he was meeting. However, I think like the weekend after me and Breffney left, he was moved over to where he was meeting at Christmas. So the little meet and greet area by Phantom Manor, he was there for the whole rest of the season. So I can imagine that's where he's going to be.
They'll probably put it back there, let's be real.
Yeah. It's a nice area.
It's a nice photo spot
It's got
location.
good lighting. It's got a cover when you're actually meeting the characters, so the character doesn't have to worry about weather. Overall, it's good. So Jack is a staple in Disneyland Paris at Halloween. And I think it was Jessie Doyle asked us a couple of weeks ago about when do we think Halloween stuff will start showing up in DLP. The fact that Lion King runs so late, I don't know. However, when we went in 2017, and you've even kind of started noticing it, Maleficent's been out recently, the Tremaines have been out, Gaston's been out. They start
getting them ready,
testing the characters, for lack of a better way of phrasing it. So the best thing you can do is have notifications set up for ED92. If there is a character out, they will let you know. That's how we found out about Jack being out in 2017. So yeah, keep your notifications on for ED92. But Jack, for the designated Halloween season, will be over in Frontierland. Over by Cowboy Cookout, you can meet Mickey and Minnie in their little mariachi outfits.
If they better be here this year, because I've never met Mickey and Minnie together, and the outfits are so cute, and I am there for it.
So they have officially announced that Minnie will be back by Cowboy Cookout, but even on the programme last year,
it only said
Minnie, because obviously Mickey would be in his Meet Mickey area. But
we can't have one Mickey.
But occasionally he did join Minnie, and by occasionally I mean all of the time. So yeah. There was another meet and greet, so they were kind of over more so beside that like Pocahontas thing, which is near Cowboy Cookout, but down in beside Cowboy Cookout.
I'm sorry, the Pocahontas thing?
There's a Pocahontas village thing down that end of the park. It's where Woody usually meets.
Oh,
that's where Mickey and Minnie
I know
were.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
That's where Mickey and Minnie were.
I was like, Pocahontas.
There's a Pocahontas thing down.
No, I know, yeah. But I just my head just went Pocahontas.
But in kind of beside Cowboy Cookout, over to the left-hand side as you're looking at Cowboy Cookout, there were all the pumpkin sculptures and skulls, and there was a cute little frame and all that kind of stuff, photo ops. But to the right, that's where Jose and Panchito were. Now, Jose and Panchito, unfortunately, the two Caballeros at that time are not returning this year. Now, I don't know if another character is going to be put there. I don't know, but that's where Jose and Panchito were last year. That was a photo location. There was no PhotoPass photographer, but the characters were there.
It's crazy that for like very specific characters that you're having out at a very specific time, they don't give a PhotoPass photographer.
A lot of them didn't. Maleficent didn't. And Maleficent has a whole big sculpture behind her, which is made specifically for that area, for her to do a meet and greet, and they didn't have a PhotoPass. I was so annoyed. But the only good thing is, because there's so many of us this time, Breffney can take a decent photo, and you can take a decent photo, and I can take a decent photo, and we have a decent camera. So we're sorted. Yeah,
your camera does just as good, if not better, photos.
Yeah.
Than the PhotoPass.
Exactly. So at least we'll still get good pictures this time. Speaking of Maleficent, so we'll skip from Frontierland back and we'll go to the castle. So behind the castle, they install these briars which light up, there's smoke, they're in the shape of a dragon, and that is where you will find Maleficent. And it's just incredible. It's so beautiful. She is amazing and well worth meet and greet. I'm so excited to meet Maleficent again because I've ordered Maleficent ears and I just can't bloody wait.
Me too.
Can't wait.
I'm just like, yeah, more characters, cool.
We know Max is going to be out somewhere this year.
Oh, Max and Goofy in their
where.
Space Jam, as I like to think it's going to look like.
I don't know where. I think their space outfits are probably only for the party, because I assume Goofy will still be in his candy.
Oh yeah,
candy
sorry.
maker suit.
I was getting ahead of myself.
I don't know where Max is going to be. They haven't said. Gaston was over where he usually is, kind of opposite Peter Pan.
I've never met Gaston.
Neither have I. Oh no, I have. I met him in Disney World. I tell a lie. I've never met him in DLP, but
Very French, Gaston.
very French.
Well, he is French.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The evil queen, not the evil queen. The Queen of Hearts was out. Usually with the Tweedles.
Oh.
Over beside the teacups. She was there a lot.
Oh, really?
I'm trying to think who else was out. A lot of the characters I think they're probably marking off with, because with the Good to Be Bad show that was on the castle stage, after those performances, the characters would come out into the crowd. They all had certain spots that they would stand at.
Okay.
And you could meet them afterwards, but they were only there for about 20 minutes, so it was very quick fire. The character would pick who they wanted to meet, stuff like that.
Right, okay.
So I never did that because it looked like the characters were just getting mobbed.
Yeah.
So I was like,
see, I don't really enjoy that. Like, I'd rather not be stuck in a mob, like when it's kind of similar to characters in Japan. Because characters in Japan you don't tend to get cues for.
Yeah.
It's just like you gotta be in their face, and I don't like doing that.
No.
And I don't like I understand the characters know that that's coming up, but I don't want to add that to. I'm like, it's just not worth it.
No. And then other than that, you have the usual photo spots. There's usually one down to the side of Plaza Gardens. There's the one that's up behind the mill. And there's just kind of various other characters that are dotted out. There are a lot of characters out and around Disneyland Park. There's so many.
You were there, were there any non-Halloweeny characters?
Yes.
Like, were there like Tigger and like those kind of guys still
Tiana
out?
and Naveen and stuff were out as well.
Amazing.
So, yeah, there's a real mix. Again, there's only so many characters. We haven't obviously seen the brochures for where everybody's going to be and what times and what are like programmed meet and greets within Disneyland Park. There's obviously still the same characters which are always out in Walt Disney Studios. I think the only difference was Sully was out a little bit more over on the laugh floor, but me and Breffy never got to meet him, unfortunately.
God, I want to meet Sully so bad.
Yeah. So keep an eye out. Keep notifications on for E92 is honestly the best advice I can give you when it comes to characters, because there's a lot of characters out.
Maybe we'll be like kind of character hunting.
Maybe.
I want to meet Sully.
So
Anyway,
yeah, that's characters.
Audrey_Laura asks, what's something that's only there for Halloween?
There's so much. One thing, because I don't think anyone's actually asked questions, so I'll kind of put it in here. All of the decorations.
Yeah, fair.
All of the Halloween decorations. And guys, I cannot put this in. I cannot, I suppose, kind of.
She can't get it out in words, ladies and gentlemen. She is stuck for words.
The decorations are beautiful. From the second you get in through the turnstiles, up above the train station, there's tons and tons and tons of decorations. The second you get onto Main Street, there is not an inch of town square that doesn't have a ghost or a pumpkin or
autumnal leaves.
Oh, honestly, it's so pretty. And the bandstand has the ghost band around it, and there's garlands across Main Street. I can't even handle it. And then into Frontierland, it's all Dia de los Muertos and Coco themed. So again, there's these lovely garlands that all light up at night, and there's Dia de los Muertos skeletons about, and there are all these really cool decorated pumpkins. There's a big massive Minnie Mouse pumpkin that's backed down by Cowboy Cookout. There are so many amazing photo spots with ghosts and all the pumpkins and all just the beautiful Halloweeniness, and that is only there for Halloween. And honestly, they decorate. I think the only thing that might beat DLP's decorations at Halloween is Cars Land and DCA, because they do
knock it out of the park.
It's just next level.
It's amazing.
Next level. And I think DLP is second only to that, because that is so ridiculous. The fact that they have a Hocus Pocus poster, it makes my day every time.
Oh, I love Cars Land.
So Halloween decorations and everything that's around, the massive sculptures, there are literally just giant things of pumpkins everywhere.
And that's where I'm going to stop Sinead, because otherwise she'll just keep talking forever.
Literally.
Next question, Sinead.
So nuts_about_Disney has asked the street parade times. I couldn't remember.
Is it the same as it is at Christmas? Does it go up one way and then back the other way?
Yeah, there's 2 parades.
So does it go parade starts on parade, or does it go parade starts on parade?
Parade starts on parade.
Okay, grand. So they're going to be before 5:30.
Yes. It's, from what I can remember, I think the first one was at 12:30, and I think the next one was at 1:15.
Okay.
I can't remember. I think there was definitely at least one at 12:30.
Okay.
But there was definitely only 2. So
it goes up and then it goes back.
Yeah. What I would recommend for the parade is, while I would normally say line up on Main Street, get yourself a nice spot, where you want to be for this parade is in the hub in between the stages. Because you do not want to be on Main Street, let me tell you.
Yeah,
You'll
you're
still
right.
get to see everybody.
Yeah.
But once the floats get down near the stages, 4 of the floats will have people come off there. So, for instance, the Phantom and the Bride, which I think they're saying this year are the Ravens ones, go off.
That's because they've established a story, Sinead. They've established the story.
So they come off the Mystic Manor float with the like weird little zombie guys, and they go up onto one
Phantom Manor float this year.
I think they're probably still stick with Mystic Manor because they were so adamant on it last year. But anyways, so the Phantom, the Bride, and the zombies go onto one stage. Mickey and the like ghostly dancers go onto another stage. I think Daisy goes onto another one with just the kind of general like autumnal dancers, and then one of them has the 3 little pigs and somebody else.
Love it.
Because DLP's obsessed with the 3 little pigs.
They love them, don't they?
What I found, because I straight up asked cast member, I was like, and I actually think I asked Raphael, the guy that teaches all the kids how to dance, and he was doing it at Halloween, and it was the cutest thing ever. I asked him, where should I stand? I was like, I've never seen this before.
Wow,
where do you recommend I
fair.
stand? So as you're looking at the castle, the back 2 stages, that is where Mickey and the Bride and the Phantom go.
Okay.
So he was like, if you stand between the 2 of them, you can go over to Mickey and see when Mickey's dancing, you can go over to them when they're dancing, but you have the perfect view of both. Or he was like, but if you don't mind doing that, he was like, stand right in the middle and you'll see all 4. And you'll be like engulfed in all the dancing. So yeah.
So where did you stand?
We stood in between the one that had the we stood in between those 2 back ones.
Okay, and
that
was
are
that
closer to
good?
Main Street. Fantastic.
Amazing.
Because you got to see, because the floats still go around the whole hub area, but yeah, you just get a really good view there.
Yeah.
And it's right beside where the Winnie the Pooh float is, which I know you're going to be obsessed with.
Oh, I love Winnie the Pooh. Is he in his little bumblebee outfit?
No, they're not dressed up.
Oh, that's sad.
But the song is amazing. The parade itself is amazing. I only saw it like 1.5 times, but I fully
we're
intend
going
on
to see
seeing
it more than that this time, aren't we?
because it's fun.
Then, thanks for the question. Next question. Jessie _ is messy. So I like things that rhyme. Asks, what kind of special events do they have?
So, as mentioned, they have the parade, the cavalcade that happens twice. They had, last year they had the It's Good to Be Bad show, which I think ran 4 or 5 times on the castle stage.
It's good to be bad. I love that song.
I think it started, I think there was one in between the parades, and then I think the rest went on to the afternoon. I think the last one was at like 4.
Oh, so
or
like,
something like that.
just before the parade, basically.
And every second one of those had Maleficent on it.
Oh, why every second one, do you think?
I don't know.
Do you think it's a scheduling issue?
I think it's a costuming issue because there's so many. I don't know if they had the same people for each. I'll cut this out, but I don't think they had the same people for each one, and because they were getting mobbed afterwards, there wasn't really there wasn't a massive length of time between both.
Oh, okay.
So
they didn't have enough time to get him out of that costume and put on someone else.
I think they only have one Maleficent Donald costume.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
So yeah,
I understand. I was very confused when you said costume, and I was like, I don't get it. Though, like, what, do you think it's broken?
So yeah, there's a parade twice a day. There is the show. Last year, again, it ran I think 4 or 5 times on the Castle show. We have the new one, Are You Brave Enough, which will be running this year.
That song also sounds great. I have to say, these songs are just fantastic. I'm loving it.
And they're all created by the same person.
Yeah, and that's why. So they're so good.
There's obviously the 2 parties. One is happening on the 26th, which is a Saturday. The other one's happening on Halloween night on the 31st. And something that I didn't even know was a thing when I was there was also a mariachi band that was singing some songs from Coco down by Fuente del Oro.
Remember me.
So yeah, I never saw this, annoyingly. I really wish I had. And even though Fuente del Oro is closed from there, annoyingly, I hope they still do this because it looked real cute and I would really enjoy that.
I'll have a dance. I don't care about anybody else. I'm dancing.
So the next question is from whose name is Amelia Burr, which is Amelia. So she said, going in October, can you advise best Halloween bits not to miss? Love the podcast, by the way. Thank you. We love you, Amelia. Thank you for your question. I would be tempted to say all of it. Don't miss any of it.
Yeah, because it's on for such realistically a short period of time.
Yeah.
So I would suggest do as much as you can.
I would try and prioritise some of the Halloween stuff. So as we said, there's the show on the castle stage. There is the parade. Do not miss the Halloween parade. Whatever you do not miss the Halloween parade because it is phenomenal. It's so good. And honestly, you meet some of the characters. Like, especially if you're going for Halloween and you like Halloween, like, go meet Jack Skellington. He's great. He is such a good character to me. Like, as Kate had said numerous times, she doesn't really care for Nightmare Before Christmas or Halloween a lot of the time. But you've still met Jack Skellington with me twice now and you've loved it.
I met Jack Skellington without you.
You did?
I went with Ellen because I was like, this is such a good meet. We got to do it.
Yeah.
Now, first, the Jack we had wasn't outstanding.
Yeah.
Which is a bit sad because I was like to Ellen, I was like, I promise you that we had a fantastic time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, honestly, if you're there for Halloween, I would at least try and make the parade and one of the shows, but try get to experience as much of it as you can, please.
Absolutely. Our next question comes from Pretty Green Eyes 26,
who I think is actually Amelia's sister.
Wow. Says, my sister and I are going to DLP end of September, start of October. Oh, she also listens to this podcast, by the way.
Oh, we love you too.
Can't wait. I have a bit of a soft spot for the movie Coco,
Don't we all?
does Sinead. Do you know if they do anything for Halloween for this character in DLP? And yes, they do.
They do.
We have pretty much already said what they do, so just rewind there about 20 minutes. No, they have all the Coco stuff that's going to be in Frontierland.
Yeah.
With the little Coco puppet and the little mariachi band. And then last year they also had the big
Dante.
I was like, oh my god, I've completely forgotten his name. They have the big Dante and all that sort of stuff. But as Sinead said, Fuente de Loro will be closed when we're there, and maybe for all of Halloween.
I think they also had a big Mammy Melda.
Mammy Melda, I think, is my favourite character in that movie.
They also
She's
had
gas.
They also had the big cat with the wings. The other animals that weren't just Dante.
Oh.
They had some of those other ones around as well, but I can't remember for the life of me what they're called.
It's Spanish. I don't want to ruin it for people. You know what they are.
Yeah.
They're called something. Ali something.
They had a lot of Coco merch. Like, they had Coco inspired ears, and they had some Coco inspired, like, although it was more so like Dia de los Muertos inspired, really.
Right, yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, because again, it could have just been that I missed it, but I never saw the Miguel puppet when I was there.
Miguel!
I hope they have it. They have definitely announced it for the Halloween party, so I'm hoping that it'll be there, like, during the whole time, because Kiva, who we're going with, is planning to do a Coco outfit.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, there's definitely tons of things you can take pictures of, but there isn't like a Coco show or anything like that, unfortunately.
So yeah, that's everything for Coco. Next question.
So the question is from the lovely Jessie Doyle, and she's asked, what are your top 3 Halloween things to do at Disney? So not necessarily stuff to do with DLP, but what are your Disney Halloween must-dos? I'll go first because Kate probably needs some time to think, because I actually don't know if you have any Halloween must-dos.
I'm not really a Halloween person.
But you kind of are by osmosis. Mine are, I always carve a Jack Skellington pumpkin. I have done that for God knows how many years. But always do a Jack Skellington pumpkin. It's a must do. I always watch Hocus Pocus on Halloween. I cannot and will not ever go Halloween without Hocus Pocus.
Fair.
Because what have I already told you that we're going to do on Halloween when we're in DLP?
Oh, we're going to sit in the hotel room and watch Hocus Pocus when we get ready?
Oh, can we have a little sandwich?
Sure.
Oh, what if I get back that?
Great, yeah, we can do that, yeah. The world is our oyster.
Yeah. And other Disney things that I do on Halloween. I mean, I love watching Nightmare Before Christmas. I'll usually watch all the various Halloween-y parades and stuff.
This is Halloween. That's my favourite bit of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Are the Christmassy bits.
Get out of my house.
You knew this!
Get out of my house. That's actually, I won't lie, I've seen Nightmare Before Christmas so many times that once it gets past Oogie Boogie's song, I kind of stop watching it. So once it gets to the Christmas bit, I just stop.
You're like, oh well, here comes the Christmas tree.
Well, literally, once it gets to Oogie Boogie's song, I'm kind of like, I love collecting Halloween Disney pins, and I think I've mentioned it before that I collect the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party pins, and I have since I went in 2015, even though I have not been to a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party since 2015, but always find a way.
Find a way. That's a song as well. Find a way. Gotta find a way. You found a way. Away.
Away.
I knew I'd get there.
Anyways.
Top 3 things to do for Halloween.
Yeah.
Disney things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like wearing... Well, this year, obviously, I won't be bringing my brother trick-or-treating. And neither will my sister, because we'll both be in Disneyland Paris. So I guess my parents will have to bring him. But last year, or the year before, when I brought him trick-or-treating for Halloween, I had to wear my light-up ears. Because I wasn't dressed up. But I wanted to wear my ears while I was forced to bring him trick-or-treating.
Of course.
And so now I'm like, yes, those ears all the time, because they're outrageous. Yeah. Which is me.
And you get to wear them in Disney now.
I know, people won't laugh at me.
Oh.
The moms would open the door and they'd be like, look at those. I'd be like, thanks. I suppose I'm gonna see, more for me, it's like things that I know I'll end up as a must do.
Okay.
One of them's definitely going to be treat related, like something Halloween-y treat that's like in DLP.
Okay.
And yeah, I always try to watch Halloween Town.
I'm so happy I brought Halloween Town into your life.
Because I watched Halloween Town before I knew you.
When we watched it in my house, you definitely said you'd never seen it before.
Really? I'm pretty sure I had.
Because we watched it for my birthday like 3 years ago, and you were like, how have I never seen this before?
That's weird, because I thought I had.
Well, when we watched it, y'all said none of you had ever seen it before.
Oh, maybe I'm lying right now.
Either way,
I enjoy Halloween Town.
Love Halloween Town.
So yeah, I really like Halloween Town.
If any of you have never watched Halloween Town, get yourself a Disney Life subscription and just watch it.
Because like all
glorious.
those, see, because I'm pretty. Maybe I lied at the time. Maybe I'm just a big liar. Because I remember all like the decom movies, like Twitches and all that sort of stuff that I would have seen. Maybe it's Halloween Town High I'd seen. Maybe that was it.
I don't know.
Either way, love me some Halloween Town. That's my top 3. On to the next question. Oh, we have a second question from the lovely Amelia. I can't say her username, I'm sorry. She asks us, best Halloween themed food and what villains can we, I think that's us expect to see, but I don't know how to look at the rest of that without,
I don't know.
it's all cut off.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. So we've already talked about the characters.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to repeat what we just said because it's basically the villains again. Mm-hmm. Halloween themed food in DLP, I presume, is what she's asking. And once again, for the majority of this segment, this is a Sinead question because I've not been there.
There was quite a bit, to be honest. I actually
was there?
There was quite a bit, yeah. You could get these like little marshmallow ghosts, or you could get little chocolate ghosts.
Me will be there with lights on. Love marshmallows.
Yeah, you could get little ghosts. There was, of course, the Disneyland Paris tradition of various shaped biscuits with icing on them.
But they're good.
They're really good. To be honest, for whatever reason, I think I was so focused on making sure that Bethany got to see everything and also that I got to see the Halloween stuff.
Right.
We didn't really stop on a lot, so I'm very much excited to see more of it.
Like that.
No. I know there was a little mummy hot dog.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So,
you know what? I think I'm just going to budget an extortionate amount of money for food.
For Sinead.
And just be like, I'm spending this much money on food so I can have all of these things.
Fair.
Because I can't do what we did at Marvel and only get one thing again.
Yeah, I agree. I would like to kind of try most things, or at least vicariously live through you for the things that I can't do.
I was like, a hot dog?
No. But yeah, they haven't released the full kind of rundown of food, but I can imagine a lot of it might be similar to last year because it was very popular. But a couple of things that I did try. They had a blood orange Fanta.
Oh, you've talked about this before.
Which wasn't great. But it was cute. It was in a round bottle, much like all the stuff from Galaxy's Edge was.
Wow.
It looked like an orange. And the other thing that I definitely remember trying was in the Lucky Nugget, there was a certain menu you could get. So there's usually a menu that you can get in the Lucky Nugget that has a dessert that corresponds to something that's going on at the time.
Oh, okay.
And this one was an eyeball.
Cool.
And it was like a moussey texture with like a weird kind of like cakey thing down. It tasted like popcorn.
DLP's weird, isn't it?
It looked amazing.
Okay, cool, great.
Tasted very weird though.
Was it nice or was it?
It was weird,
but not pleasant.
I don't know if I'd have got it again.
Okay. If it's there, I'll get it.
Me and Berkeley did have a good few of the Halloweeny drinks though.
Oh yeah.
So there was a non-alcoholic, shocker, there was a non-alcoholic drink that you could get in Cafe Fantasia that came in the poison apple cup, so of course I got that.
Cute.
It had like pear and grape and stuff and it came with glow cube. It was so nice. It was really refreshing.
Love a glow cube.
Really refreshing. There was like a Halloweeny version of a glow teeny that had like an eyeball in it.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
I love the way that you like got all the drinks.
Oh yeah. There was, Breffney really likes Brooklyn, I think it's a lager, I don't know, it's beer. But they had Brooklyn pumpkin beer, so Breffney got that a couple of times.
Did he like it? Was it nice? You said a couple of times, so I'm going to presume yes, he did like it.
Yeah, because we got it in the Disney Village in the sports bar, and then he also got it in Lucky Nugget as well. And the last drink that I got was, there was another Halloweeny cocktail, I think it was like Halloween Mule or something like that, I don't know, that was in the sports bar. So I think it was a pumpkin one, but the drinks were good, which is good to know because we're going to be getting cocktails in Cafe Fantasia again, no doubt.
Again, must budget for cocktails.
Oh yeah.
I did not budget last time. I just spent all my money.
Oh yeah.
And just completely forgot that like I needed
Life
to
happened after Disney.
That like once I got home, I had to continue to live.
Yes.
And like buy food and pay for travel to get to work. Just completely forgot about it.
But yeah, lots of snacks, lots of drinks and cocktails and stuff like that. You can also, if you want to get the poison apple cup but you don't want to get it with a drink in it, you can get it with popcorn. It is also served as a popcorn bucket. Yeah, so you get it as either or.
That's cute. Excellent.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yes. So Katie_Abigail has asked 2 questions. So the first one is, do a lot of adults dress up in full costume or is it more like Disney bounding? So I assume you mean more so about the party. From what I've seen in vlogs and stuff, a lot of people do go all out and do wear full blown costumes. I don't know whether if it's right quite to the degree of Mickey's Not So Scary, because people really go all out and Mickey's Not So Scary. The only thing I would say to maybe be a little cautious of, because I remember watching a vlog years ago, I think it was Ellie Steadman. I think she bought a full-blown Belle dress, like the gloves, the hair and everything.
Wow.
And kids were stopping her to get pictures. And it was kind of blurring the lines between it being a costume at a Halloween party and character integrity.
Oh, right.
So I think a couple of cast members actually went up to her and were like, you need to stop this. So just be wary. Like at the end of the day, even in the press releases and stuff that they've put out, they do say costumes are highly encouraged.
Yeah, they do love people dressing up.
Just think to yourself, when you're planning out your costume and stuff, just think to yourself, if I was a 4 or 5 year old kid, would I think that this person was actually that character? And just bear that in mind. Particularly, now, I think if you're wearing most of the things, probably not, but especially with like princess dresses, just bear that in mind. But
That's mad.
But a lot of people do.
Did they kick her out?
I don't think so. I think they just said to her, like, you need to stop getting pictures with people.
That's fair.
During the day and stuff, a lot of people do Disney bound as Halloweeny things or as Halloweeny characters or as villains and stuff like that. But I think, from what I remember, I think there was slightly more Disney bounding than you would normally see in the parks.
Oh, interesting.
But either way, do it. Either dress up fully or Disney bound, whichever tickles your fancy.
Yeah. And the second question from Katie, I have it.
Oh.
I have it in front of me. I'm prepared. I found this one. Couldn't find the other one. Our second question from Katie, I presume your name is Katie, I'm sorry, is, are you allowed to stay in the park all day or do you have to leave and come back again for, again, the question runs off the page, I'm going to go with for the party. No, you can't stay in the park.
No.
The park closes at 7, the party starts at 8.
Yeah.
So from 7 to 8 the park is closed, so you need to leave the park. It's not like Walt Disney World where there is an overlay in the time between the park closes and the time between Mickey's Not So Scary starts. So it's not a wristband check situation. Everyone got to leave wrists up, that kind of jazz. It's get out and then come back in.
Yeah. I would imagine it's probably going to run similar to the way the Phantom Manor event did, where there's going to be an area that people that have tickets to the party can go into and wait to be let into the park. So
I imagine it's going to be less corralled, because when that happened with Phantom Manor, I remember the DLP were like, oh, this thing is happening. But obviously there'd been Halloween parties before that.
Yeah.
And it seemed like a new thing that they were corralling everyone into this weird area.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like, oh, proceedings are going as if it were a party. Do you know what I mean? So it might not be the exact same, but it'll definitely be a get out and get in situation.
Either way, I can only really suggest, like we always do, follow E20 on Twitter, because
they just know.
Even if you don't have Twitter, just get Twitter for when you're in DLP.
Do you know what?
Put on the notification.
I have Twitter for E92 and to complain at Dublin bus when the buses don't arrive. That's all I use Twitter for. I have E92 on when I'm in Disneyland, and then I tweet at Dublin bus because their buses keep disappearing on me. That's it. That's all I use Twitter for.
But yeah, even if just download it, put on notifications for it. It will save you so much time and hassle. And do you know what I'm not going to do this time, Kate? I'm not going to turn them off so we miss out. I said this. We did that before and it was not good.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much all the questions.
That's all the questions, and I think
we've answered all the things that we were going to talk about anyway.
The only thing that we haven't answered is just mentioned about merch.
Oh.
That's the only thing that we haven't covered off. Just as
I don't know the answer. Sorry.
DLP last year had an amount of merch. They didn't have a crazy amount of Halloween specific merch.
Okay.
So a lot of it was they really wheeled out all and every inch of Nightmare for Christmas merchandise that they've ever had. I
find that a lot of their Nightmare merch can be quite like...
It's very tacky.
I was going to say tacky, but I wasn't sure if we were going to go with tacky. I do think it's quite tacky, and I think it's quite tween orientated.
Oh yeah.
So do you know the way between the ages of like 12 and, I don't know, maybe 16, you're like, I'm dark and I don't like life. You're into Nightmare, and you've got a Nightmare hoodie, you've got Nightmare leggings, and Jack is your soul.
I feel very attacked, because that was me.
I dyed my hair blue black at one stage, and all I wore were black t-shirts, and I refused to tie the laces on my shoes because I thought it was cool.
Did you ever put ribbons in your shoes?
No.
Oh, I did that.
But I used to wear those glove things from Claire's.
Oh, yeah.
I was big into those.
So yeah, it is very 2009 emo.
Yeah, like there are obviously a couple of cool things.
Yeah,
but a lot of it is like black and white hoodie, black and white leggings.
Yeah, like
black shoes.
I love Nightmare for Christmas, as we have heard 17,000 times. However, and Kate can attest to this, I'm very particular about my Nightmare for Christmas stuff though, because there is a very fine line between me thinking that that's a nice Nightmare for Christmas thing and that's just 16-year-old emo Sinead.
Yeah.
And there's a difference there. But as for actual Halloween stuff, they had, I think, t-shirts for some of the characters. They had plush for the like Fab Five in their like Halloween-y aesthetic that they had for last year. From looking at the merchandise that's been released for the US parks, they have a totally different look, and I think they have the same as DLP last year, so I'm hoping we get the new look for the characters this year, which means we should get the new look pins as well, because the US park pins are adorable. There is a set of Chip and Dale where I can't remember which because I only looked at it briefly, but one of them is Frankenstein and the other is Frankenstein's monster, and I really want that one as well. That one's so cute. Oh, I can't even handle it. But yeah, so they had that. You can get your Mickey Mouse trick-or-treat buckets. They had a really nice Halloween mug which I picked up, as did Breffney. And you can also
have those character mugs from 2 Halloweens ago or whenever they were. I feel like they've had those mugs for ages.
Yes. So I'm hoping that we get some new merch. I'm really hoping we get that Loungefly bag.
I really think that they're starting to pull it out with the merch.
Yeah.
I think they're slowly turning around, and I have a really strong feeling that this Halloween is going to be a very big turning point for merch.
And Sinead's going to have no money.
Because I want the merch to be good.
Yeah.
I want them to start buying in to the US parks idea of merch makes us money.
Yeah.
Make more merch.
Yeah, and in fairness, like in the US parks, like there's a bunch of different Instagram accounts that we follow that are either Disneyland or Disney World. The merch is the same in the two of them. The only difference is one Spirit jersey says Disneyland, the other Spirit jersey says Walt Disney World.
So just take those designs and put the Disneyland Paris logo on it.
Honestly.
Like, seriously, get a grip.
Because the Lounge Fly stuff is the same. The pins are the exact same. Now, obviously, the pins for the parties and stuff will be different.
Which is fine.
But
otherwise,
generic Halloween pins are the same.
All your mainstream Halloween merch, just carbon copy it. We're not asking for much.
No, make it all the same. Just make a higher quantity and ship some of it off to France. Beautiful.
Yeah, like so much of the merch is already in all the parks. Like all the toys and all that sort of stuff. That goes globally.
Oh, yeah.
So I know you can do it. I know you can put merch on a plane and send it somewhere.
DLP, we believe in you.
We just want to give you our money.
Just do it.
Why are you making it so difficult? I'm not going to give you money for the same crap that I see every single year.
Yeah.
And if they continue to make that multicolored Mickey Mouse overall print, shoes and bags, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah.
Not Halloween specific, just it's always there and it's outdated.
And just while I think of it, Disneyland, or not Disneyland, just Disney in general, Frozen 2, please promise me that you've been making Elsa dresses since the last movie. Please, just R.I.P.
In 5 to 6.
R.I.P. all Disney Store cast members.
Yeah. You don't have an end of 5 to 6. You ruined Christmas!
Oh, people are the worst.
And on that note, I think it's the end of the podcast.
Yeah, I think so too.
Thank you so much for listening, guys. Really appreciate it. We understand that this week was a bit of a long one, but you know what? You didn't have to listen all the way to the end. We didn't make you.
But we appreciate it if you did.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
So yeah, thank you to everyone. We've got a lot of DMs in the past couple of weeks about people checking out podcasts and stuff like that, which we really appreciate it. If you are listening, if there's something in particular that you've enjoyed about the show, let us know. We love hearing from you guys. It's great.
Also, a big shout out to Once Upon a Screen. Thanks so much for giving us a shout out in your podcast.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. So yeah, next week is our 20th episode.
I think you were going to say it's our 20th anniversary. I was like, is it?
Our 20th episode.
That's exciting.
Mental. And we'll finally...
What are we doing next week?
We're going to be talking about Fantasyland.
We're finally getting on back to our big extravaganza. Woohoo! So yeah, thanks so much guys for listening. We will be on our Instagram as we always are. We're literally... Instagram is at the constant end of my fingertips.
Always same.
So we are always tap-tapping. Send questions, send love, send recommendations, send whatever you like.
Exactly.
And continue to send us pictures of your dogs.
Oh yeah, we really appreciate that.
I loved that.
Yeah.
That was great. So yeah, thanks so much for listening, guys.
Bye guys. Happy haunts.
Good morning.
Hurry back. Be sure to bring your death certificate. If you decide to join us, make your final arrangements now. We've been